Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today, if you didn't recognize the purple ribbon, I have another kit from Diamond Art Studio UK to share with you. This is a really sweet and whimsical diamond painting, and there's a whole lot to love about this small shop in the diamond painting world, so if you haven't heard of them, I'm excited to share more with you about them today. Be sure to take a look in the description box of this video for additional unboxings and reviews of completed kits I have done from them. They're one of my favorite diamond painting small shops out there, and yeah, just really excited to share this one with you today. The name of this kit is Theo Zendrith Twizzle, which is just such a cute and fantastical name. It's by the artist Hobodave art, and we're going to take a look at it, and I'm also going to share with you what this shop has to offer in case you are new. So they're obviously located in the UK. Their kits are always going to come wrapped in brown paper, and so it's kind of like getting a Christmas present with their kind of classic purple ribbon. And we have their business card. Thank you, Diamond Art Studio UK. I am going to highly recommend you take a look at their Facebook page for the most up-to-date information, like new releases that are coming up, teasers of what's to come, hint, really exciting stuff coming for drills and chills season, and also fun ways to see like artist spotlights and completed projects. So I will have those linked directly below as well. And they also have a really adorable golden retriever named Indy, and we have Indy approved stickers on the kits too. So let's open this up. Again, it just feels like you're getting a present in the mail. Now, I live in the States, and I feel like their shipping is really fast, and these kits come not just wrapped in the brown paper, but also in shipping boxes. And I've always had things arrive quickly as well as in perfect shape. I've never had anything damaged in transit. Their shipping rates are pretty good. They were recently able to lower them for shipping to the US and to other, outside the UK regions. And I believe it's flat rate, at least up to a point. And so the more kits that you buy, the less kind of expensive shipping is per kit. So that's just a tip if you live in the US like I do. Anyway, here's their box. Of course, it's purple. Here's going to be your kit contents. Just a quick note though, that they do not necessarily by default include the toolkit. You can choose if you want them to include it. It's really handy if you're like me and you just have more toolkits than you know what to do with, and it's nice to have at least one way to avoid a little bit of waste. But it'll just be a basic toolkit if that's what you get. They do sell some accessories though, if you're interested in that. There's their socials and website, and a little bit of instructions written out for you on how to diamond paint. I'll also have some beginner videos linked below if you want some how-tos if you're newer to the craft. And then here's a look at what the artwork is going to be. He is so stinking cute. Okay, let's open this up. I'm trying to remember exactly how big this canvas is. I think it's a little bit on the bigger side. I'm going to walk you through the canvas, the drills, the special drills if there are any, and we'll get a good look at this one. All right, so they have this kind of short lint, soft lint backing on their canvas that I like it pretty well. I feel like it tends to hold drills pretty well and lay flat pretty well. And yeah, occasionally you'll see little bumps there, but if you just peel back the plastic cover, it should lay flat okay. Okay, yeah, this is a big canvas. Let me roll it backwards and then I'll get you a better look at it. Kind of look at Theo upside down here. So this art style is a little bit softer. It's almost giving watercolor vibes, and I'll have this artist's Facebook page linked below if you want to go and take a look. He has a lot of really sort of like fantasy, whimsical kinds of themes when it comes to his artwork, and I think you can purchase some of his prints, and sometimes I think he sells originals. I believe Diamond Art Studio UK said that they actually own a couple of his originals, including this one and Theo Zendrith Twizzle's counterpart, whose name I'm blanking on. But I think that's so fun. Diamond Art Studio UK really tries to support their artists and will do a lot of things like buying their originals, commissioning pieces, that sort of thing, and is really just one of many things that I really like about this small shop and the heart that really is behind it. I'm going to take you through the features of this canvas. Actually, hold on. No, before I do that, let me give you a look at our original artwork and what was included. So this is actually a set of sticker sheets. Them being in a plastic bag, I feel like adds a nice layer of protection, because sometimes with these sticker sheets, if they don't have this extra layer of protection, the stickers will sometimes want to peel when they're wrapped in the canvas, but that didn't happen with this. So we have 2 sheets here because we have 88 colors in total, and and the DMC code is the number that you see in the right-hand column. Most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. Special drills are going to be at the end of the list. It looks like we have some of these dust drills, and I'll show you what those look like, and we'll look at where those go on the canvas when we're actually looking at the diamonds. 88 colors. This is a pretty colorful canvas. Now, this is legally licensed. We have the copyright symbol there. It probably doesn't surprise you to hear that, given what I just told you about how they really try to support the artists that they work with. That means that this artist has given permission for the use of this artwork by Diamond Art Studio UK and is being compensated for it as well. So so cute. I'm trying to figure out like the physics of what's going on here. It's just okay. You know, it's reminding me slightly of, did any of you read like the Redwall books growing up? Like, I don't know why, like the fantasy vibes with this, like with a little kind of rodent type creature. That's what's reminding me of. All right, on the canvas itself, I'll walk you through the features here. So we have a schematic, we have a thumbnail over here, 50 by 100. Yeah, this is a tall panel style piece. And we have our color list over here, but on a kit this size, I am gonna recommend that you use those sticker labels. When I'm working on canvases, regardless of size, I almost never look at the legend on the canvas. I put the stickers on the containers that my diamonds are in, and I never look at the legend. I just look at, okay, this is a symbol. I go find it on my containers and go from there. I never use the legends, but just a tip in case you do. The canvas material, like I mentioned, is this short lint or soft lint kind of material. It has a little bit of a glitter effect to the front, which is fun, and it has a thin plastic cover and very, very sticky poured glue. I've worked on a lot of diamond paintings from a lot of different companies. This is some of the stickiest glue that I have worked with. Your drills they're not gonna move. They're not even remotely gonna move. We have scalloped and poked edges, so fraying shouldn't be a problem with your kit. You're gonna see the same schematic on the bottom left and kind of going down the side. And then when you get all the way down here, you'll see their socials again. Here's their website, and they do often do the artist logo and, you know, give copyright and credit and everything down here. Let's go through kind of looking at the canvas up close and get a sense for how we're looking in terms of confetti or color blocking, symbol clarity, that sort of thing. When I commented earlier about how this artwork seems like it's more, like it's softer, almost not quite water, I don't know if I'd say, well, yeah, actually, the background especially is kind of watercolor vibes. With softer color blending and styles like this, you're looking at more confetti to give you that softer look. Now, confetti is where you have a lot of color changes in a small area. You can see a lot of that right now in frame. And so with areas with lots of confetti, you're going to be doing more single placing as well as changing the color in your tray out a bit more often. This is, yeah, absolutely looking like a confetti heavy canvas. The opposite of confetti is color blocking. I'm going to try to find a good example for you. Okay, kind of here. You see the number 5, how we have kind of bigger blocks of that color. Same with that kind of dark blue color next to it with the half circle. With areas like that, you can grab a multi-placer and get through those a little bit faster. You'll also have that color in your tray for longer, and so that tends to help areas like that go faster. But confetti, look at that face. Even his face is just full of confetti. So lots of soft color blending there, I think. And with that confetti, I think that's really going to work for this art style. And it also will often help with giving you details. And so in my opinion, this is the kind of artwork that works for a lot of confetti, but what I like to make sure that you know going into it when you're getting a kit is what to expect. I want to know, like when I see these kinds of unboxings, like, okay, is this a kit that has a lot of confetti or a lot of color blocking? Because then I know, does it match what my personal preferences are? And when I go to work on a kit, it's like, I want to know what I'm getting into. Am I signing up for a project that's going to take a little bit longer, which sometimes is perfect because I want like a longer term, like longer running project. And then sometimes I'm like, well, no, I want something that's more color blocking that's going to go a little bit faster. I'm just measuring. We're at about 100 centimeters that way. So anyway, yeah, this is overall definitely a more confetti heavy canvas. And then this way, we're almost 50 centimeters, so we're true to size on this one. Now, let's grab those diamonds and take a look while he just hangs out in the background here. We have 2 bags of diamonds going on here, and it looks like they did come in heat-sealed bags, and in DMC order. So let's take a look if I can find where this opens. There we go. All right, so here's one of our sets of colors. And we're looking at square drills with this kit. And I have worked with Diamond Art Studio UK's square drills a few times, and they tend to be pretty good quality. With square drills, because square drills by nature are gonna sit up really close next to each other, they sit up flush on all sides. It really matters what the quality is like, because if they're poor quality, like if they're inconsistent in size and shape, or if they have tabs sticking off the sides, that can make them a headache to work with at best, and problematic at worst, because if they're not consistent in size and shape, or if there's tabs sticking off the sides, you're looking at there not being enough room for the drills on the grid, and they'll pop. They'll literally pop up off the canvas, and it's a pain. I have not really found that to be something that I've run into with Diamond Art Studio UK's canvases. They are resin squares, and yeah, just generally speaking, they're really good to work with. So looking at these in the bags, these are looking pretty good. I did see we had 310, that black color earlier, and I did see some trash in that bag, but that by nature, that color and other really dark colors like, 939, 823, like those dark blues, those tend to be a little more trash prone. Something about the manufacturing process or how they get that color, I'm not sure. I just know that those will be more trash prone, and Diamond Art Studio UK gives you extra, so you shouldn't run out. You should be able to pick around those trash diamonds and not have problems. So I'm just gonna give you a glance at the color spread, and I'm gonna grab our special drills specifically to look at for sake of time. All right, took me a second there. Special drills, here we go. So ND, this is gonna be one of their dust drills, and they're gonna have this fine glitter coating. Actually, let me zoom you in. That is going to give them a shimmery effect. If you are familiar with diamond painting and other diamond special drill types, ABs are really common, and those tend to be more in your face. There's no ABs in this kit. There's just these really pretty shimmery drills. So we have a little bag of 666, a cherry red. We have a small bag of 798, a lighter blue. And then we have 2 bags of 820, which is a darker blue, and you can really see the glitter coating on here. It gives it just, yeah, glittery, shimmery look. And then there was a little straggler bag down here of this light blue color, 996. You could see that little glitter coating on there, that fine glitter coating. So these are going to give just a little bit of extra shimmer without being too in your face. So there's not a ton in the way of these special drills in this particular kit. In my opinion, this art style that works for it to have pretty minimal special drills, but I still want to find with you where those special drills are going to be found. So we had 3 shades of blue and then that cherry red color. And let me check our symbols. So I see our light blue is in like the underside of this cape. It's not the lightest blue, it's the next lightest color. It's in these like light blue areas of the cape. And then that kind of medium toned blue, let me see. Okay, so these are a little harder to make out from further away, but this one that's like 2 dots, that's our medium toned blue special drill. And so it's next to the light blue. The light blue is the $sign. And then this half circle, that's the dark blue special drill that we had 2 bags of. So there's a good amount of those. That dark blue is the one we have the most of. And that continues up in these dark blue shades of his cloak as we continue on up. We have more of the light blue, and I think some of the medium blue here, and then the dark blue is this dark blue color. Lots of the dark blue right here, little sprinklings of the medium blue. And I'm looking to see where that cherry red, okay, the cherry red one, which there was just a small bag of, is in like this ribbon that I think is tied to the staff, right? So it's sprinkled in this area, kind of these medium tones, little sprinkles of it kind of going up and around here. I see it in a couple of spots here, like where this is knotted, and a few different spots here where this ribbon is wrapped. There's more blue as we keep going up in the cloak. So one of these, this dark blue color, again, is more of the dark blue glittery drill. And you see up close. Little sprinkles, ooh, sorry to bump the camera there. Little sprinkles of the light blue one in here and a few sprinkles of the medium toned blue. Yeah, there's that medium. So the cloak is really where you're going to see those special drills. How about his eye? The dollar sign in his eye, that's the light blue special drill color. Just checking to see if there's any of the cherry red in his ear. I don't see any. Okay, so yeah, special drills wise, you're looking at the cloak and the ribbon, which frankly, that's what I probably would have expected. Those are areas that it makes sense to add a little bit of extra sparkle and glimmer to without being too in your face like it would be if it were an AB. So this kit is really, really adorable. Like I said, giving all the whimsy and all of the just sweet, fantastical vibes. I want to know the lore behind this particular character. I need to go research a little bit more about this artist, who again is Hobodave, and I might be, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, but I want to go see if he's given stories to these characters and what that might be. I know that this character has a counterpart that I wonder if maybe Diamond Art Studio UK might release at some point. I believe that as of the time of this filming, this is the only piece that Diamond Art Studio UK has released from this artist, but I would imagine that we might see more at some point. The best way to stay up to date with If We Will is to follow them on Facebook for sure. I'll also have the artist's Facebook page linked below if you want to take a look at what they're up to and see their other works. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be going to take a look and see if he's given stories, given lore, if there's like a whole verse that he has to these characters, or if not, that's also totally fine. I just always enjoy seeing any insight the artists have to give us on their work. So I'll have this linked below if you're interested. I do also have a 10% off discount code you can use. It's Washi10, the word Washi, and then the numbers 10. It's an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. There is no pressure. You'll see some other discount codes out there sometimes from other affiliates. Absolutely go support them if you like, but I just wanted to mention that I do have that code if you're interested in saving a little bit, especially if you are overseas like me, and it's nice to save a little bit, especially when you've got the shipping costs too. But like I said, take advantage. If you see multiple kits that you like, grab a couple and it kind of disperses that shipping cost a little bit more. You guys, thanks so much for watching this unboxing video. Let me know what you think in the comments. What are your first impressions of this one? Have you tried Diamond Art Studio UK before? Have you read the Redwall series? I feel like maybe I might be aging myself or dating myself just a little bit here. But and have you heard of this artist before? Thank you, like I said, for watching. I hope you're doing really well. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I'd love to have you here. You'll see unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies, as well as weekly whip and chats and other diamond painting related videos. I'm gonna let you go. Hope you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.